I want to go now to the first school district in the state of California to revise its parental notification policy, and that is the Chino Valley Unified School District. And because they were the first district, they have drawn a lot of fire from the opposition, including California Attorney General Rob Bonta, who literally filed a lawsuit against the school district. Well, this week, a San Bernardino County Superior Judge granted the Newsom administration's request to temporarily block the policy from taking effect. But the fight is not over. And joining me now to talk about this is Sonja Shaw. She's the president of the school district's Board of Education. Sonja, welcome back to Washington Watch. Great to see you again.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me. Yeah, the fight's not over. Right, that is absolutely right.
Yeah, it's not over. And you and your board started this whole thing in California. It's got to be satisfying to see this movement growing, isn't it?
It's absolutely satisfying, but it's encouraging. And it's just so encouraging to see all the other bold and courageous school board members being supported by the communities that they serve in, saying, hey, we want you to stand up. We know that they've thrown bullying tactics and ploys all over Chino Valley, but we want you to stand strong and do the right thing. And to see them do that, absolutely a huge blessing.
It really is. And, again, it just reminds me the impact, the rippling effect that takes place when someone stands for the right thing and sticks their neck out on the line, so to speak. And so to you, again, and all of your board, thank you for doing so. The California Attorney General has made a lot of claims regarding the policy that y'all have put forth. And I have a couple of those comments that I want to play for you and then allow you to set the record straight. So let's begin with a comment made earlier this week. Play clip number 3, please.
If they want to violate the law and do everything in their power to hurt children, that's on them. But we will be there to stop them, to protect children, to enforce the law, to make sure that the civil rights and constitutional rights of Californians are protected.
All right, your reaction.
You ready? Okay, my reaction
I'm ready.
Is I'm literally, he's giving us gifts on a platter. He's talking about constitutional rights, yet stripping parents' constitutional right in the upbringing of their child. When he's talking about privacy laws and guidelines, he's citing new law. Those new laws will have to go through the process, and he's trying to make them new law by just dictating it. We all know that the privacy laws put in place for children. I'm a soccer mom, and I could tell you, I don't study law, but I know enough to read exactly what it says. It says that children are protected with their privacy from third party and government officials like him. So for him to use it against parents is absolutely disturbing, but I think it's a gift to show everybody we don't need these kinds of people in office because they're trying to break up the family unit. He makes it very clear. So I think I'm actually embarrassed for him that he is trying to make new law the law. It's like, come on, dude, you're supposed to uphold the law. You're letting criminals walk free, but yet you're now trying to cite new law and harass and bully parents. Absolutely disturbing that we're in this.
It really is, and I love your attitude with this. And that's what you mean when you say this battle's not over. It's still got a long ways to go. I want to play another clip and get your reaction. I actually made a little bit of reference to this a little bit earlier, but here's what the AG said last month when he announced the lawsuit against your school district. Play clip 4, please.
This policy is destructive. It's discriminatory, and it's downright dangerous. It has no place in California, which is why we have moved in court to strike it down.
Unreal. Those are 3 strong words used. Your reaction?
He's downright dangerous to families, to students. He's destructive, and he has no place in California, and his time's limited. He just gave us another gift. We now know what he's about. He's trying to destroy the families. He's trying to tell parents, I get to choose because I'm the dictator of what your child, what we're able to tell you about your child. And right there and then, I'm sorry, Bonta, your time's limited and it's almost up.
Yeah, when he says words like your policy, which is, again, just a policy to inform parents. I mean,
Absolutely.
How dangerous, discriminatory, destructive, unbelievable that this type of attitude would even exist, let alone that it would come out in public and be directed toward you. Okay, Sonja, I know our time, we've got about 3 minutes left. What's ahead? You said the battle's not over. What's ahead for this, and how can we, our viewers and listeners, how can we be supportive in prayer and otherwise as you go forward? So what's next?
What's next? The battle's just begun. We know we're not going to win these little small things in California. The judge himself said he didn't even read the judgment, yet he made a judgment. That's embarrassing too, but it shows you where we're at. I would tell everybody the line has been drawn. Stick with it. Stay strong. Be bold and courageous. Do not give up on these little defeats. These are actually gifts to bring more soldiers to the battle. So I would say here, we're going to stick up for our kids. They're going to learn the biggest lesson of their lives. We're talking about education and families. Right now, we're going to show them that you do not give up, regardless of the bullying tactics, and you are worth the fight. Our children are worth the fight. So right now, keep uniting. Please pray for protection with the death threats and the other things that come along with it. Look, those are daily reminders of the battle that we're in, but they're also daily reminders of how important our children are for the enemy. So I would say stick with it, stay strong, be bold and courageous. Trust me, we're going to win this. I know, because God already went before us and he already won this battle.
That is great. Yeah, and speaking of prayer, speaking of praying, you are going to be at our Pray, Vote, Stand Summit next week, and we're really excited to have you joining us. We're looking forward to that. But, overall, Sonja, we're wanting this event to encourage people, and we're wanting to, at the same time, help equip them to make an impact in their various spheres of influence, just like what you were talking about. So why is it so important right now, this being the time for people to get engaged in our nation?
Right now, I feel as it's the inflection point. We're never going to get this opportunity. Have you ever seen government bullies and dictators respond to us like they have right now? Have you ever seen them actually just expose themselves? God is revealing and exposing these people. Right now, we have a chance to keep continuing to link up. Everyone thinks, oh, not me, not me. All God is waiting for is your yes. So if you say yes, he'll give you the way. He definitely calls the unqualified. I am proof for that. Trust me. We need more people to lead alongside us and keep linking arms. I would say, do not be discouraged. God's given you a gift, and now it's time to use it.
Well, I tell you, we just absolutely can't wait to have you at the summit. It is a great opportunity for people to see and hear and meet people like you who have stood in the gap and are making a difference just by being courageous to stand for that which is right. So we look forward to it so much. Sonja Shaw, thank you so much for joining us again on Washington Watch. Always great to see you.
Thank you. It's an honor.